It's Saturday night, so let's make some popcorn, just like they would have 200 years ago. I absolutely love popcorn. If popcorn didn't exist, I don't know if I would still exist. And I also love the old way of doing things. Old machines that you can kind of see how they work are absolutely fascinating to me. I'm not sure what you do for fun on the weekends, but last weekend I was watching the Pennsylvania State Fair on Zoom, as you do, and I saw them making popcorn with a hand-cranked popcorn grinder. And I obviously had to hop right on eBay to get one of my own. And then of course, because I didn't have the foresight to grow and dry my own popcorn, I went online and found some squirrel feeder corn that's still in the cobs. I'm not 100% sure that any of this is going to work, but we're certainly gonna give it a go because why not? Hopefully this one is in decent enough shape, but we're gonna probably need to do a little restoration work on it. Ugh. Packing peanuts are the absolute worst. Like glitter, they get stuck to everything. Ah! I also don't want to get any of these packing peanuts mixed up with the popcorn that we're about to make. Oh man, this thing is so cool. Woo! It smells like cigarette smoke, so that's a good sign. Oh man, this thing is so cool. It actually doesn't look like we have to do much of anything to try it out, and I'm really impatient. This is so neat. We are gonna have a lot of fun with this. R&H, made by the Root Key Manufacturing Company, Plymouth, USA. 4. This first part of the restoration is gonna be real quick because we're just gonna put the handle on it and see how this works. Aren't the shucks the outside part, the wrappers? As a farmer, I should probably know things like this, but I don't. So we all get to learn it together. According to what I saw happen on the State Fair Zoom that I was watching, we need to build a little box to catch the kernels, but I do want to just like see what happens here really quickly. Oh my Lanta, it's already happening. Oh, it's already happening. Wow, we're gonna make a real mess and it's gonna be great. Oh, this is great. Okay, cool. Well, we know that it works. So now we need to just make a little box. Let's just pop over the computer really quick. So, according to the internet, this is called an antique corn sheller. Let's see. Oh, someone turned these things into a light. That's tacky, and obviously they're not having any delicious popcorn this weekend. Oh, she's got just like it on a clamp and then it goes into a box. Oh, I like that idea better. Found this scrap of pine and Greg Pennington's scrap wood pile as usual. This is gonna be a great rest for our grinder. Oh yeah, we got it. Okay, so we put our corn in, nose down. We've got to change the corn tensioner to let us through here. Oh, I see, it just opens and closes on this little spring. That's kind of neat. It's gonna come through here. Okay, now it swings up and then it shoots out this little piece of engineering right here. That is so cool. Let's do that again. Whoa, sweet. Oh my gosh. I think we should probably bring in a baby goat to sample some of this corn. This is baby. This is baby. She's agreed to come in. She's agreed to come in to sample our corn for us. Would you let us know if this squirrel food is adequate? Oh, you just stepped on my finger. Here, baby, try some corn. Try some corn? Oh yes, okay. Baby's requested that we pop the corn first, and then she would like to sample it then. Okay, baby, thank you for your service. You can come back later. This is my mom of all trades. I feel like you're maybe old enough to have used one of these at your grandma's house. Yes? No? Similar. Does it go that way? Maybe try going the other way. Woo! Oh, Very close. The only thing we have to do to make this more efficient is we just have to simply move our little box off to the sides. Then these come right off on the side. Mom of all trades has a very unpopular opinion about corn. She seems to think that you can only use popping corn for this, and I do not agree because first of all, she said we have to get popping corn on the cob. I do not think that exists. I mean, it might exist, but I mean, you truly think this will not pop?
I don't think so.
How was corn initially discovered? I mean, I think we had like many moons ago, we had someone who'd grown some corn and left their dried corn too close to the fire. Were Native Americans just growing, popping corn? That's the variety of corn they were growing? I don't think so. Now let's see if this works. Oh yeah, so efficient. Okay, I think that we are going to take some of this highest quality ear corn for squirrels and birds, and we are going to pop it, and you are going to eat your words and my popcorn. Let's try that. We just got a lot of food safety going on. We've got our cigarette smoker barn find here, going into the box that the squirrel food came in, and we're gonna cook it over my wood stove here in the wood shop. So I'm just gonna put a couple kernels inside the wood stove, and we'll see if that works. So, Mother, I would like you to film me proving you wrong. These are just our regular squirrel popcorn. We're gonna throw them in the fire and see if they pop. And if they do, oh no, we're gonna go get a pot. Ah, ha, ha! I think we have to have them in like a little container though. So let's go try putting a couple in the microwave. Ha! Ah, yes, thank you so much. Yes, okay. I am right.
I am wrong.
Thank you. We have that on video. Oh, what is that sound that I hear? It almost sounds like the corn is popping. I'm pretty sure we're about to have some squirrel popcorn and it's gonna be great. All right, here's the thing. I was absolutely right. This is absolutely a piece of popcorn. Please eat those words and this popcorn. It smells like popcorn. It is popcorn. So now that we know that we have viable kernels, thank you, Mom, for being wrong, we're going to gather some of this up and we'll take it up to the house and make my dad some popcorn, and we're not going to tell him anything about any of this, and then we're just gonna serve it to him and see what he thinks, and it's gonna be great. And I will also be enjoying it as well because there's nothing more delicious than being right. We are ready to make some popcorn. We're gonna put this into the popcorn maker just like they would have 200 years ago. Put some butter in, and now we wait. I might have been slightly wrong, but in theory, I was still correct. What we seem to have here is a whole lot of toasted, popped kernels.
It looks like popcorn to me.
But it looks delicious. This is gonna taste delightful. What could possibly go wrong? Look, there's some popcorn-esque items in here. It's a little less climactic than I would have liked. Tastes like popcorn and butter, and it's very good. I mean, could be fluffier. I think I've discovered how they made corn nuts. 10 out of 10 stars. I love corn nuts. These are delicious. By the way, I don't recommend operating a chainsaw when there's 35-mile-an-hour winds, because that's a great way to get hit right in the face with a branch. Pa, care to give our corn nuts a sample? It's actually our dream. We both love crunching.
True. They taste like corn nuts.
By the way, this is squirrel food.
Great.
I found it on the internet. A corn sheller from someone's barn that has not been cleaned in 100 years. It's great.
As long as you've got plenty of butter, they're great.
Yep. Winning. I'm gonna probably go ahead and try to find some popping corn.
Several days later.
According to some light Google research, there is something about the moisture content in popping corn, and that makes it actually pop and, you know, expand, as opposed to turning into corn nuts, which is what happened with the squirrel corn. So we will shell these the same way that we went about shelling the squirrel corn, and then we're going to try popping it on over the hearth, my tiny stove hearth. Will it also discard it the same way? Apparently it shall. So, I mean, very efficient shelling of the cobs here. We've only got a few little stragglers left, and simply because of how hard it was to procure these popping corn cobs, we want to get every last kernel we can. We're going to harvest our popping corn specimens, put it into the pot, and now we come over to the stove and cook. Well, Mother, I will, I guess, admit some defeat in being proved wrong about this one small and inconsequential debate. You were right. Apparently, there are special popping kernel corns. However, we haven't yet proved this yet, so let me just not be so hasty to admit defeat. It's very hot next to the stove. The butter's sizzling, we can hear. We're just waiting for that first sweet pop. Why not just cook this in the microwave? The logical person in the audience asked, and the answer is because I told you we're gonna cook this popcorn like we would have done 200 years ago. Upon further research, this corn sheller was from 1820, which it is now 2022, so it is 200 years old. So we are now making popcorn like it was done 200 years ago. They probably didn't have this tiny of a cook stove, and they might not have had a pan just like this, but darn tootin' if they didn't have popping corn and butter and a corn sheller just like I have here. So 200-year-old popcorn, here we go. Oh, something's happening. Ah! It's happening. Yes, something's happening. I'm getting a sunburn. I wonder if we'd be better off cooking on this side. Oh, by the way, this is a Stirling-powered or heat-powered fan, and it converts the heat energy from the fire into the little motor portion of this, and mother of God. That's very hot on the bottom because of the way that it transfers the heat into the tiny little battery that makes the fan run. This is... I've been using Squarespace to host my website since 2012 when I started my business. I have all kinds of blog posts on there, from homesteading to woodworking to animal husbandry and a ton more. Squarespace is a great platform for busy, not tech-savvy people like me to be able to drag and drop whatever we want to share with the world into a beautiful artist design template. If you're interested in starting a website of your own, check out Squarespace. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/AnneofAllTrades for a 10% discount. Well, this is extremely anticlimactic. Ah! We have some successfully popped popcorn and some kernels that haven't quite made the cut yet. Okay, fine. Mom, you're right. I'm wrong. Let's give this a little sample since I no longer have fingerprints. Ah! That's very hot, but it's very yummy. This is delightful. All right, so we started with squirrel corn, which makes corn nuts. Still delicious. I was a little bit right. And we ended with popped corn. And I'd say this is a job well done. And now we know what a corn sheller does, how a corn sheller works, and how to make popcorn. This looks like it's burnt. It's actually not. It's because of the red kernels. Those just are really dark as it's popped. I'm a fan. Yum. Obviously, this got me on another rabbit trail. I've ordered 5 different varieties of popping corn to grow in the garden. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you can see how that pans out next season. Cheers.